Hello, I'm Gary Lyon, and this is the 2015 wash-up for the Kangaroos. A top four finish for the second season in a row, but is North Melbourne's premiership window closing? Damien Barrett?
I would have thought so, Gaz. I'm not a big subscriber to the window being open or closed. I mean, you just get into the finals and you win finals. And any team that does that consistently, as North now has done in 2 years in a row, they've won 4 finals. I mean, that takes some doing.
I'm with you on that, Damo. So that's the first time we'll agree, I think, for the whole of this program. The highlight for me was Robbie Tarrant's emergence as a genuine footballer, taking at pick 15 in the 2007 draft, if you don't mind. They've been patient. He's had a lot of shoulder injuries, had a lot of injuries in general. Stuck with him, and then he emerged. And I think now he can hold down that key position defensive spot for a number of years, and he got better and better, and you can see why North Melbourne was so patient along the way.
Grew into it, didn't he? Looked very much at home. Guys, I've given it to probably the obvious one, Todd Goldstein, but having 3 really good seasons leading into this one, he actually took a very significant step yet again, having already done so in the previous 3 years. So really liked what he did, plays with authority, plays as a ruck rover in many respects too, as you can see with some of the highlight packages here from the course of 2015. And yeah, he's the best big man in the comp now, isn't he, I would have thought?
Yeah, well, the thing about this, when you look at this package, is his ruck work's always been great, should be, when you're 200 plus, but it's his follow-up that's become impressive. His ability to tackle, to get ground ball, go forward and kick goals, so obvious but nice. The low light for me were at the MCG. They got 39 points up on this particular occasion against Collingwood. It was round 9. 39 points ahead at the ground where the big finals are played, and you give that up and go down. That is a very bitter pill to swallow, particularly against the Collingwood Footy Club. And that's a look of death from Brad Scott. And
to their credit, they made changes as a result of that and other games, didn't they, for the back half of the year, and looked a whole lot better from learning from experiences like that.
No, they did, and you can see this on the faces of the players. They know that they've got to go back in and face their coach, and low light for me.
Yeah, for me, Brent Harvey's treatment mid-season as it built up to his 400... Hear me out. As it built up to his 400th game, the topic somehow was moved on to the future, where it should have just been a celebration of what was a very significant moment in that man's life.
Moved it on to the future.
No. When Brad Scott came back and said, if Brent Harvey's not going to listen to my words, he might listen to my actions.
Why did he say that?
There's no reason for him to say that.
No, why did he say it?
Well, you tell me. You're the expert.
Because he kept getting asked about it by the likes of you. So the media put it on the agenda. Brad's got to answer it, and then Brad gets hammered for putting it on the agenda.
There should have been no question about his future. That man had earned the right to be having a place on that list, regardless of what happened this year.
He sits here today, having had a fantastic back half, and he goes into next year.
He had a pretty good first half too,
where he'll break the record, magnificently handled by North Melbourne Warrior, dog with a bone.
I've got a quirky low light too, Gaz, just to balance it up.
Give me a clip then and call me an expert.
I might have. Drew Petrie, pre-match, Gaz. This happened pre-match.
I know.
You can't get yourself knocked out.
I'm still getting over you calling me an expert. That was real narky by you.
I think I said so-called too.
It's a touchy subject. Yeah, no, that's not a great way to start your game. You caught one in the pre-game and you wander off the ground. So, Big Drew, you also had a very good year. Well done. Christmas bonus time. I love this. This is my favourite. And I'm giving it to Ben Jacobs. And he earned the bonus in the back half of the year. He became a genuine one-on-one tag, and then his final series he went bang on Cochin, bang on Hanbury, and even had Shuey pretty well under control. So
and he had to, didn't he? Because he wasn't going to have a career beyond this year had he not changed the way he played and gave himself a reason to be picked each week. And well done. I love blokes who go back and realise their career is in jeopardy and change their ways and become crucial players.
A nice little bonus for Benny Jacobs. Who have you got?
I'm giving it to Sean Higgins, Gaz. Came across from the Bulldogs.
Sean Higgins, you didn't even want him there as a North Melbourne man.
I was about to say, I put my hand up. I queried the move. I didn't know what he was going to bring to the team, but I reckon by about round 8 or 9 we did know, and he could take marks. What he also did, Gaz, was kick crucial goals at crucial stages that actually ended up in North victories. And I'm talking about set shots goal with pressure on you to do it. He did it regularly around the ground, and one of the really inspired...
Wouldn't be a big bonus.
...recruits. Wouldn't be a big bonus?
Well, he got pretty good money, didn't he, to come across?
It wasn't massive money. I just think he wanted to change as much as anything else. But he still deserves one, though, surely.
There's a lot of tension in the studio here. What about chopping block? Who are we going to get rid of here from the Kangaroos? Well, for me, Daniel Curry, Scott McMahon, Kieran Harper. There's 3 guys that have been good at times, good servants, and even maybe better than that with Scotty McMahon, but they've had their time. They need to make way and they need to get some youth in there.
OK, I'm going to put Daniel Wells on it, Gaz, and it's much for Daniel Wells to work out between now and, I suppose, pretty quickly before the list is finalised for next year as to does he want to be a North player, because Brad Scott just cannot lock him in as being a North listed player, because 2014 and 15 hasn't played since round 2 this year. And the currency on him, though, by way of a trade, is diminished greatly. So big question marks for both club and player on him.
Frustrating, because he's the sort of player they desperately need, and that is where we're at now. How are they going to improve? What sort of player do they need? Well, they need Daniel Wells or a younger version of him, because to complement the medium-sized midfielders who are all touch one pace, so some class. And I just was spoken previously on the access with the Harley Bennells, that man. What about you, Warrior?
Me, just some support down back in a big man sense for Robbie Tarrant, the man you mentioned at the top of this North program. Look, Scott Thompson's been very good, Gaz, but the last two prelim finals he's been beaten, and beaten significantly by way of the outcome with his opponent. So, look, I just think Robbie Tarrant needs some help down back, and North needs to do that in the trade period. All
right, 2 good years, 2 prelims in a row. What's going to happen next year? Up, down, stagnate?
I'm saying stagnate, but it could drop a rung. But look, if they get some players in, maybe a Bennell in, there's no reason they can't at least think of a grand final being a possibility in 2016.
I've got them going down, but only marginally. I think they'll contend again as finalists, but where they sit, I'm not sure. They're going to have to do a little bit of work over the summer months for mine. We've got a few things to sort out, Neil, and it's very, very low blow by you. That's the watch-up for North Melbourne in 2015.
New Gurney Power Grip. Available at Bunnings Warehouse.